Good morning. No. Not for day 2. Good morning. Yes. When it's nice, you have to do it twice, and so we're here again. So welcome to day 2 of the NEDCO Entrepreneurship Week. Remember, it's a 3-day hybrid conference, Entrepreneurship Village and Expo. I am joining you again. My name is Kimberly D'Souza, and it is my pleasure to lead you through today's proceedings. Now, before we go forward, let's take a step back and just review exactly what we learned yesterday. So one of our presenters reminded us that within creativity lies your superpower. Remember, opportunity knocks, but creativity kicks the door open to ideas. Idea and innovation is key. Ideas don't make money, so you have to put your plans into action. Remember, dream big. Kyle Maloney said he was brainwashed into believing that he can do anything. And so with that in mind, he was able to build not just one business, but 2. Have a common belief and an enabling environment. Become an expert in your area. This is my favorite one. Ideas are like WeTransfer. Download and share it before they expire. Be open-minded, be fearless, test your product, and remember, people buy from people. Make the claim and build the business. So tell your audience and tell your customers what they want. But remember to always keep them in mind because they are going to be the one buying your products and services. So I thought that would be a good place to start just to ground us in terms of what we would have learned yesterday. But as we switch gears into today, we have so much coming up in store because we have some presentations, we have some panel discussion as we continue day 2 of the NEDCO Entrepreneurship Week on New 2023. So remember, we are also as well celebrating NEDCO's 21 years in the business. So as we kick things off today, I would like to introduce a visionary leader serving as Vice President of Regional Initiatives at RAMPS Logistics Limited with a strong presence in the global supply chain and logistics sector. Armed with a BSc in Business Management from the University of the West Indies, he has propelled RAMPS to new heights through his technical expertise and operational fervor. Alongside his corporate role, he plays a critical role as a dedicated director on the TTMA board, advocating for local industries on the international stage. His strategic planning, charismatic relationship building, and commitment to community development demonstrate his holistic approach to leadership, fostering growth and transformation in various spheres. And so please welcome Mr. RUDY RAMPERSAD, Vice President of Regional Initiatives at RAMPS Logistics, to deliver the keynote presentation, and he's going to focus on the importance of technology and logistics in enabling small businesses. Let's welcome him as he comes.
All right. Good morning, everyone. So I'll get into all the names and I'll just put all protocols observed. I'm going to get to it faster then. The global pandemic has taught us that the world is not a static place. Change is constant. And those who embrace this reality not only survive, but thrive in this landscape. Entrepreneurs, particularly, have demonstrated that innovation and adaptability aren't merely desirable qualities, but absolute necessities. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. And for those joining us online, good morning to you all also. I am honored to be here today at the 2nd annual NEDCO National Entrepreneurship Week, an event that encourages creativity, promotes innovation, and inspires change. This year's theme, Unlocking the Innovative Mindset, rings true for all of us. Whether we are entrepreneurs in the world of technology, logistics, or any other field. RAMPS Logistics is a supply chain technology that provides integrated logistics solutions globally. We are a leading provider of logistics solutions across Latin America and the Caribbean, managing some of the most advanced supply chains in the world within a wide range of industries. Our strength has been built on our understanding of the complex market in which we operate. We pride ourselves on our combination of world-class professionals and cutting-edge technology. The family spirit of our founding period over 30 years ago still remains with us today. And so there's a brief slide that we're going to go through, and then some write-ups that we can read through as we go forward. But any questions or anything as we go through, feel free to note them, and we could take questions right after. Yeah, so, okay, all right, so we'll jump right into it. Forgive me, I'm still getting a little bit into the technology part side of it as clicks. So our first part is, leading innovation in supply chain. So at the heart of RAMPS Logistics is a deep understanding of the transformative potential of technology. While we're a logistics company, technology plays a pivotal role in our operations, shaping us into the leading supply chain technology company. We view technology not merely as a tool, but as an integral part of our business. We continually explore and adopt emerging technologies that can enhance our operations and offer better services to our client. This commitment to digital innovation sets us apart and reinforces our position as a leading supply chain technology company. It's a testament to our belief that technology, when properly leveraged, can be a game changer in the logistics industry. Creating an efficient and streamlined operations require a delicate balance between people, process, and technology. Each of these elements play a vital role in enhancing business efficiency. People, processes, and technology should not operate in silos. Instead, they should work together, creating a synergy that propels business efficiency and growth. When people, process, and technology work in harmony, they can drive significant improvements in businesses. At RAMPS, we have seen this firsthand. We've invested in our people, regularly reviewing and optimizing our processes and embracing technology that support our operations. The result is a business that not only is efficient, but also agile, resilient, and ready to seize new opportunities. The synergies of these three elements have been instrumental in our growth, and we believe it's a blueprint that other businesses can follow. People. Employee involvement is essential for a business. It's essential to run smoothly and efficiently. They are not just workers, but also problem solvers and innovators. And that's a key part for us, right? People are not just there to do manual inputting, data entry. You want your people to be problem solvers in your business. And by encouraging their input and recognizing their contribution, businesses can foster a culture of continuous improvement. Training and development programs can further enhance their skills, improving productivity and reducing errors. Processes. This could mean simplifying tasks, eliminating unnecessary steps, or changing the order of operations to improve flow. It's about creating processes that are lean and efficient, minimizing waste and maximizing productivity. Process optimization often involves a deep understanding of how work gets done and a willingness to question the status quo. Technology. From automation tools that can take over routine tasks to analytical software that provides insightful data for decision making, technology can revolutionize business. However, technology adopting is about using the latest tools for the sake of it. It's about carefully selecting technologies that align with the business goals and can deliver tangible benefits to your business. Here, we have a software that we've developed in-house. So this is all built in-house. So we've used an open source platform called RUDY. So they sit in LA, and it's an open platform software that allows coders, developers to go and use their base to develop your own programming, your own modules, your own operation system that you want that affects your business. So at RAMPS, we have a team in-house, about 20 young software developers, your engineers, customer guys also that help design how the look and feel of the software. So this is all in-house. And what LASER stands for, LASER is a logistics and supply chain extracting reporting. The system was designed by our in-house coders and software engineers and is used to manage all our operations throughout all our offices worldwide. This system provides all employees of the organization with technology and visibility needed to execute operations of the business, helping us to make better business decisions. LASER automates a significant amount of the tasks required by our operations department so that our employees can spend valuable time focusing on delivering the best experience for our customers. Our system utilizes several modern technologies such as machine learning, cloud computing, and IoT to provide the organization with the tools needed to be a logistics technology company. So in the Caribbean, we've recognized there was a gap in logistics. And when I say a gap, in terms of the reporting of what we could provide in terms of visibility on the supply chain. So with LASER, what we've done is that, similar to Amazon, when you purchase a package on Amazon, you know what day it's been at the warehouse, what day it's been packaged, what day it's going to depart the warehouse, what day it's going to arrive at your facility. But even through that process you have, whereas at any point in time, the location is on its way, if it's stopped in another state, or even if the truck driver had an issue. So we recognize in the Caribbean that we had a gap for that. So what we've done with LASER is take that gray area that we didn't have that visibility in and added that. So we get everything, we can move anything worldwide with LASER, track from anywhere, any will. But the key part now is when we get into the Caribbean, when it arrives in Trinidad, we have that there. If it's when we submit our seed to customs, you see that there. If you have to get a TTBS online release or a valuation approval, or even if it's sitting at the port for CES examination, the system now, LASER, gives you that visibility to show you exactly what is happening at that point in time in real time with your cargo. So even if it's sitting at the port and we have to go through examination process, it gives you that update. So at any point in time, you could use that data for better information making in your business, but also to help with your customers. Because sometimes you may have a delay at the port. Maybe there's congestion. You could update your customers to say, guys, you know what? We're going to be 5 days late today, this week, or we're going to be 2 days. Or we may be earlier if there's a better opportunity on it. But the key is that you use that data now to make better decisions and give better information to your customer. Supply chain solutions. So when we talk about supply chain, we're limited in a sense in the Caribbean in that we focus a lot around, we are agents in the Caribbean for a lot of the lines that, when I say we as Caribbean companies, Caribbeans, what we've done is that a lot of the rest of the world will make those decisions on how to book the cargo, how to get it in Trinidad, and we just receive that cargo and do the releases, right? With supply chain solutions, it's about how do we make better decisions for ourselves using the data that we already have. So on this first slide here, let me just go back, sorry. And I have a basic slide here, Miami to TT. And why we've done, in RAMPS, what we have recognized is that Miami, as a hub, has the best logistics solution for us in the Caribbean. Meaning that in Miami, one, it's the only direct flight option for cargo freighters out of the US into the Caribbean. And into Trinidad in particular, we have 5 flights for the week, sometimes 6 depending on cargo loads, right? We have Caribbean Airlines running a daily flight into Trinidad with that. There's also passenger aircrafts that allows us small packages. So just from Miami alone into Trinidad, we can get a package here in 4 to 5 hours. Anywhere else in the US has to transship. It either transships, so even from New York, a lot of the ocean cargo, air cargo will come to Miami or transship probably in Jamaica or Caucedo in DR and then come to Trinidad. So that adds a few days in transit time. but it also adds a transshipment point where the cargo comes off now and goes onto another vessel, which add risk into your supply chain. Because of that, you could have the container could miss the sailing if there's a delay on the arriving vessel, or if there's a delay on the departing vessel, if there's congestion at that transshipment port. There's multiple things that can go wrong. So the idea now is how do we provide solutions that is best suited for us here in the Caribbean? And in Miami, not just direct cargo flights, we have direct sailings with a few of these shipping lines here that come in 7 days direct to Trinidad. And why that is important is that a lot of us, we look at, and rightfully so, we look at price options at the first price option. So we get an ocean freight, sometimes $2,500 from China to Trinidad, $2,500. Miami might be $3,000 from Miami to Trinidad. But we look at that value on top and just see 25 versus 3,000 and we go with the 2,500. All well and good. But there's a real opportunity for us to understand how we involve supply chain there. Because for $500 difference, we can get our cargo, be it raw material or packaging material, into our facilities in 7 days from Miami versus 60 days from China. So you're looking at approximately 50 days faster. That 50-day now allows us the opportunity to get our manufacturing product or our raw material into our facility faster. It gives us the opportunity to get our final product on shelves faster, which allows us cash flow coming in faster, which we now use to continue to run our business. So sometimes that $500 may look like a big cost, but when we look at the final end of our cargo, that $500 may be worth it if we look at that, right? So, and that's what supply chain logistics is about. How do we understand value for money in terms of getting money back into our business and not just looking at the topical cost at the beginning? Yeah. And well, in Miami, every forwarder in Trinidad has a facility set up there. This is just a quick overview of our facility there. It manages everything from dry cargo, heat treated, temperature control, oversize, pretty much everything. So we facilitate everything from both oil and gas to manufacturing in this facility here. And it's a full state-of-the-art facility, warehouse and distribution. So we also assist in warehousing and distribution on the reverse side of shipments leaving Trinidad and the Caribbean, going into the US, into that market itself. And why that's important for us in the Caribbean, we also have, in Trinidad, it's just about 1.5 million people. Within the Caribbean itself, approximately 25 million people. I could be wrong on that number. But in the US, our market in the US is 300 million people. That's a significant difference in how we look at what we want to do. So imagine moving your product, fighting here at 1.5, versus getting your product into a market where you have 300 million people now that could possibly purchase your product, right? So, at that facility we manage, and all of this is online in terms of our warehouse and distribution setup is fully online. And there's scanning and inventory. This one in particular, and looking at the one with the red lines, that is an actual piece of technology that has helped our facility tremendously. So before, at our warehouse facility, probably last year, every time a package comes into our facility, we'll have 4 or 5 guys go out. They will measure it with a tape, physically measure the packages, get the dimensions. We'll have to take a forklift, put it onto the scale, weigh it. Then we do a visible inspection for any damages. Generally, to lodge a cargo into the facility after it arrives will have taken us probably anywhere 20 to 25 minutes. With this piece of technology now, which there's, the top is a rotating 4-screen camera. The underneath is a scale, and the 4-screen camera does a rotation clockwise and then anti-clockwise. So within 30 seconds now, we have weight, dimension. It also reads visibility on the packages, if there's any visible damages on the packages. And it matches also the delivery receipt from the trucker to what we're going to upload to send to the customer. So if there's a variance right there, the system picks up. So within 30 seconds versus 20 minutes, we are now able to dock the cargo into our warehouse facility, right? And now we're also using less physical labor in that. And a lot of our guys now, the same guys, they are now repurposed into our facility to help in terms of keeping of cargo, picking, packing, and pulling. So it's we've seen the efficiencies of technology right here already. I'm just going to touch quickly on Mexico and that Latin America area. And why in particular is that also in the Caribbean, we focus a lot on China for raw material, and again, they're probably the best in terms of manufacturing, in terms of cost, people, all of that goes with it, right? But the idea again comes back to what we were discussing earlier in terms of Miami, right? That's 7 days transit. So in Mexico, there's a lot of manufacturing happening, a lot of raw material. So like a lot of our customers purchase raw material from Mexico right now. So there's two play on that. One, transit time is just about 18 days into Trinidad, into the Caribbean, multiple flights through Panama, also through Miami. But it also gives you an alternative for raw material or products to ensure continuity of your business. So, similarly what has happened in COVID, there was a shutdown based on China congestion, and we all know all that has happened. A lot of business had to, delay product manufacturing and all of this. Looking at alternative sourcing for your raw material gives you an opportunity to ensure you have continuity in the business. And again, doesn't mean you have to move your entire buying to Mexico, but looking at having an alternative supplier for any type of your products gives you an opportunity to mitigate some of that risk that your supply chain continues to run as you go forward. Yeah, this is just an overview of some transit. All right. Cargo clearance. So in Trinidad, I think the biggest challenge we've seen is having that visibility in customs clearance in Trinidad. Now, a lot of us, in the Caribbean, we use Ascuda World. Fantastic system, really good setup. But I think the idea is that how do we get more visibility into that system so that we can make better decisions? So what we have done, as I mentioned earlier, with Laser, it has allowed us the ability to now look at those gray areas, understand when items are at the port, if it requires screening. But more importantly, it allows us to understand cost in terms of what is our last rent-free day, what is our last demurrage-free day. If we could allow to leave the container on the port, maybe, instead of paying out overtime, or call another truck in the night, to leave it on the port and we make it in the morning, right? And that way too, you don't pay for overtime for your warehouse staff. Now, and the key is that how do we use data to make better business decisions? And business decisions, not only in dollars and cents, but the safety and security of your people, your team. And I think that both goes hand in hand in how we run that. All right, so guys, I got the notice there, so I'm gonna run through quickly. So just clearing out customs here, I just have a few sample documentation that we looked at. And special things in entries, a certificate of origin, import licenses, packing lists. Just want to touch quickly on concessions. So in Trinidad, there's a number of concessions for local manufacturers. And I'll get to not just manufacturers, and we've used that term broadly, anybody who's in that process of packaging material, raw material, and importation of any goods or commodities for government agencies to appeal, right? And I will be more than happy to go get more detail and share some more details on those items from the second schedule and the third schedule of the Customs Act. And then we have a list of items that are exempted from duties, right? So and there's a wide range of materials here. And again, I'll be free to share this to the team, so you can disseminate that around. All right. Reinventing supply chain through digital transformation. So let's dive into the intricacies between logistics and technology. SMEs, by their very nature, need to be agile and responsive to market dynamics. They must be able to get their products to customers efficiently at a minimal cost. Here's where the logistics come in. It ensures the seamless movement of goods from the production line to the customer's hand. But in our digital era, traditional logistics isn't enough. It must be coupled with advanced technology to ensure optimal efficiency, reduced cost, and improved customer service. Right? I want to repeat that last one. Improved customer service. This intersection is the catalyst for exponential growth for SMEs, and enabling them to compete with larger entities and reaching markets far beyond our geographical boundaries. Digital transformation is all about utilizing digital technologies to create new or modifying existing business processes, cultures, and customer experiences to meet changing businesses and market requirements. The impact of digital transformation on supply chain is immense and transformative. At RAMS, we've embraced digital transformation, allowing us to optimize our operations, deliver superior customer service, and make data-driven decisions. Make data-driven decisions. Our digital transformation journey has taught us that technology is not just about an add-on, but a fundamental part of a modern, efficient, and effective supply chain. All right. And just quickly, I just want to touch on 3 or 4 items here, software or technology items that you can use that are free or at a minimal cost, $5-10 US a month, right? So here we have Canva, Office, Microsoft Office Suites, Google Suites, Wave, and ChatGPT. I'm just going to jump quickly. So Canva, everybody uses Canva. It's one of those software apps actually that you don't need to be a modern designer, right? The app itself gives you a lot of that layout already. It gives you a lot of templates to choose from, and you can use. And this app is free. So right here, there's these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 apps that are free that you all could go and explore a little bit more on. Sorry, Microsoft Office, there's a minimal fee. I think there's a user fee per month that you could do. So it doesn't have to do all-in-one payment. You can do a minimal fee on that. All right. So just wrapping up here. Ooh. The importance of logistics and technology in the success of SMEs cannot be overstated. As we traverse this post-pandemic era, innovation and adaptability will continue to be the driving forces behind successful entrepreneurship. Let us ensure that we give our SMEs the tools they need to thrive: logistics expertise, technological advancements, funding, and culture of lifelong learning and innovation. As we unlock the innovative mindset, let us remember that the future isn't something that just happens. It's something we create. Let's make it a future where SMEs, women, and our youths are empowered, where logistics and technology are harnessed to their full potential, and where the spirit of entrepreneurship thrives. Thank you all very much, and take it on. Yeah, all right. Thank you. I'll hand over to Chairperson. We're open for any questions online, both online and here. Yeah, perfect. Oh,
so thank you so much, Mr. RAMPERSAD. Let's give him a round of applause. I was looking on to see if we had any questions from online, but I wasn't seeing any as yet. So the floor is open at this point in time. Any questions for Mr. RAMPERSAD based on his presentation? Thinking of shipping your products abroad? Need to get any legal questions answered? Can I put you on the spot? No?
Sure. If I can't answer, I'll let you know. But yeah.
Any questions at all for Mr. RAMPERSAD from Logistics, from RAMS Logistics?
What I can do too, I will share some of the
slides.
Yeah, so like the exemptions,
Yeah.
where you need to schedule to get some of that. I can share some of that too also.
Right.
So that people can read through and have a look at it. Yeah.
I'll give one more ask. Gentleman in blue from yesterday, nothing from you? I got so accustomed to you starting us off. Good morning.
We are talking, how can you talk about the logistics and so on, but let's say a small person wants to get things done, how would they know what is the best route to take instead of coming to you, or should they still come to you, a small business person, small packages and so on? Would you be the wisest option?
The business answer is yes. The business answer is yes. But I'll tell you, so, and that's it. A lot of times it's where do we go for information? Where do we find that information, right? because as much as there's technology and there's information in it, there's also a lot of it that, to sort through, to seem true. So a lot of what we have understand at RAMS, because there's no real university that teaches, understanding scheduling, transit times, routing, those kind of things. We have done in-house. So, I mean, feel free to contact us also. But a few of what we've done here, we've put on our website also for free usage. So on our website, there's also a lot of what we've discussed today that's also available on our website that shows routing from the US, Europe, China, into the Caribbean, into Trinidad, Guyana, Suriname, Barbados, up the islands. And also gives like air freight options, expected transit times, some of the ocean transit times. So you can get a few of that on our website. Because we kind of just correlate a lot of that from the World Wide Web and put it on our website to make it a little easier to get. Yeah, no problem at all.
Thank you for getting us started. We should get a present for you and our prize.
Yeah.
All right, I do have a question from online. Can you clarify the name of the open source platform you utilized in Udu, based in Miami?
It's Udu. So the
Udu.
open source is Udu. So I think there's a few big software developers in the world, right? In logistics, Magaya is one of those guys. SAP, which is tremendously unaffordable for us because it's a high cost. And then there's an open source that called Udu. But Udu, you have to do your own development on that side. Okay. But it's and that also is a pay per monthly kind of fee. So you don't have to put any kind of exorbitant prices up front. It's a single user fee you could use, or you could do like packages for teams. So right now at our office, we have a package, 25 persons. So we pay a single user fee for each person, and they do all the, so they have basic modules to give you guidance on what you want, and then we customize everything to our needs here in the Caribbean.
Nice.
Yeah, so it's Udu, yeah.
One more time, any questions? No? All right, Mr. RAMPERSAD, let me thank you so much for joining us this morning. I know that the information you shared will be very useful for us, so thank you so much.
Thank you very much for having me.
Let's give him a round of applause.
Thank you.